I love that voice. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. So whenever you want to start, Kathy, if you want to wait, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and go mute.
Yeah. How many people do we have on?
85.
Okay, let's give it another minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
If they log in at 9:02, they miss the giveaway at 9 o'clock. Just saying.
Yep, and tell them it was $1,000. Now let's make it $2,000
Yeah.
giveaway.
Trip to the Bahamas, all expenses.
Oh yeah, you know, my sister just landed in Cancun. I know somewhere, Mexico somewhere. I think it's Cancun.
Yeah, they're all kind of the same. Some
Yeah.
places beach and sand and warm and happy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she's gonna have a great time. She deserves it.
Sounds just like Wake Forest, doesn't it, RJ?
It is.
All right, and Rhonda's all ready.
Yep, we're good.
Perfect. All right, well, let's just go ahead and get started because it is 9:01 and I know everybody is really busy today and trying to get their day going. So I want to say good morning and welcome. We've got a lot to get to, so let's just jump right in. First, if you guys haven't heard the news, I'm honored to announce that our Sales and Marketing Council, the TSMC, won gold at the Nationals last week. So we are officially the best SMC in the nation. I want to thank David Colgan, Jill Weaver, Paul Kane, and all the members of the exec committee and each and every one of you guys, excuse me, for making our win possible. Your support and participation made it all possible. So thank you, everyone. So this is the actual second year in a row that we've won that coveted award. It just goes to show really how great our SMC really is. I want to give a shout out to Meredith Oliver and her team, Angela McKay, Carrie Mulcrone for winning Best Professional Development Series. Operation Coming Home for also took home the gold. Congrats Garmin Homes, Madame Homes, and Andy Ladner for winning Building Industry Community Spirit Award, and Red Door of the Carolinas also an Online Sales Team of the Year. Congrats to all the winners. Good job, guys. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Our corporate level sponsors are Jim Allen Group, New Homes, Open Door, Truist, and our diamond level sponsors are Angel Oak Homes, Coastal Federal Credit Union, Movement Mortgage, the News and Observer, Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. We have updated our sponsorship opportunities to add 6 new sponsorship levels. They are the DJ, registration, breakfast, award, individual speaker, and last but not least, the bacon sponsor. All right, so our first registration sponsor is Martin Communications, and our first bacon sponsor is Builders Auction Company. Thank you for the support this year. Oh, and just so you guys know, we'll be in person in Briar Creek in May, I promise. The contract has been signed and the DJ Alski has been hired. We're really looking forward to it. In person is going to be amazing. So this morning we have a feature presentation from Rhonda Conger, who just so happened to have won NAHB's Women of the Year last week at the Nationals. Congrats, Rhonda. But first, let's hear from our membership committee. Ned and Angie, fill us in on this year's initiative and new members for January.
I think I'd remember to unmute by now, but still no. Thanks, Kathy. Last month, we launched the Beat Savannah initiative. I'm happy to say that we've gained 11 new members. So we're getting closer, but not quite where we need to be. Angie and I are planning to have a membership call-a-thon in the near future. We're actually meeting this afternoon to put together some dates to throw out to the board on that. If you want to be involved, please let us know. Our email addresses are there on the screen. So either shoot Angie or I an email address to let us know you might be interested. We'll put your name down, and then once we come up with dates, we'll let you know what that looks like. Also, we're going to team up with the TSMC Social Committee and combine a membership drive with a few networking events. So stay tuned on more information there. Again, please let us know if you'd like to help with that call-a-thon. We'd love your help. We're going to get together, have some pizza, a few drinks, and make a fun night of it. So please join us there. And I'll kick it to Angie Murphy to announce our new members.
Let's welcome our new additions to the TSMC family. Chris Miller with First Bank, Alex Louver with Identify Yourself, and the McKee team, Rachel Bailey, Pam Farino, Julie Good, Billy Howell, Sean Members, Matt Seymour, Lawrence Wilson, all with McKee Homes, Jennifer Williams with Red Door Homes. Welcome everyone. I encourage you to get involved. I know virtual isn't ideal, but you can still get to know people and network. Speaking of networking, the new membership coffee chat is a great way to connect with the HBA staff, TSMC execs, and other TSMC members. It's also a great way to find out what's going on inside the TSMC. The next coffee chat is on February 24th at 9 a.m., the last Thursday of the month. Back to you, Kathy.
Thanks. The Community Outreach Committee has been hardworking planning projects. And Caitlin, would you like to tell us what you guys have been working on?
Of course, yes. Good morning, everyone. We've been hard at work brainstorming on how we can expand our outreach with the community service projects this year. We are looking to continue our relationship with CASA in the spring and rebuilding together the Triangle this fall. But we're also looking into teaming up with our HBA president, David Price, and to do something with workforce development. If you're interested in helping out or have any suggestions, please reach out to us either by chat or email. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks, Caitlin. I'm really looking forward to helping our fellow neighbors this year. We have formed a new committee within the TSMC exec, and it's called the Social Education Committee. Josh has some pretty good ideas that he's working on. Josh, would you like to fill us in?
Yeah, thanks, Kathy. Working on a few networking events for this summer and late fall that will tie in with a membership drive and also offer some form of education, like maybe bring a non-member, network and learn about safety while showing properties or how to read body language, maybe even what apps are new and most popular in real estate right now. I'm also working on planning CE for licensed brokers. I've reached out to a few teachers. Y'all be updated as the plans come to fruition. If you'd like to sponsor one of the networking events, please let me know via chat or email.
That's great. Thanks, Josh. Being able to get out there and network with other TSMC members never gets old. I say the more the merrier. Janice and Hunter, how is MAME coming along?
Hey. Hi, everyone. MAME is right around the corner and we cannot be more excited. Just to make sure you are all aware that the MAME Awards will be in person this year. We came up with a little video for you just to make sure that you are aware of that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Janice, what are you doing?
What do you mean? This is perfectly fine for a virtual MAME.
Oh, honey, no, you can't go looking like that.
What? MAME is in person? After 2 years, MAME is going to be held in person?
Yes, after 2 years, we are finally back in person. Please go change.
Okay, I'll be right back. How's this?
So much better. But one more thing.
Oh,
I've been saving these for you.
thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay, all set.
All right,
To pure imagination?
to pure imagination.
I'm David Price, the 2022 president of the HBA, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the MAME event this year in person.
All right, you heard it. Our president, Mr. David Price, will see us there. You know, we have to film these silly videos, so you guys have to show up. The regular deadline was yesterday, but no worries if you missed it because the late and final deadline is March 1st. Online judging starts March 8th and runs until March 18th. Most importantly, on-site judging will take place March 15th. Please make sure your homes are unlocked by 8:30 a.m. for judging. As per usual, there will be a card left inside the home or property indicating that it has been judged, then you can lock it up. If you would like to be a driver for on-site judging, please let us know. It's a really, really great way to meet industry professionals from outside of our area. And we are looking forward to April 28th, and there will be quite a few surprises. Back to you, Kathy.
Thanks, guys. That was a great, great video. I loved it. Before we hear from our featured sponsor, Rhonda Conger, let's celebrate our sales performance winners for January. Ashley or Brandy, would you like to do the honors, please?
Sure, thanks, Kathy. Here are the winners. So the winner for individual adjoining county attached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling one home in Cambridge Park Towns for $284,740 goes to Macy Green with DR Horton. The winner for individual adjoining county detached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 6 homes in Lafayette Meadows for $2,312,230 is LaTrinda Thomas with DR Horton. The winner for individual Durham County attached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 2 homes for $1,510,610 goes to Michelle Schreiber with DR Horton. The winner for individual Durham County detached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 3 homes in Brighton Station for $370,357 goes to Katina Hughes with Meritage Homes. Individual Orange County attached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 6 homes in College Ridge Townhomes for $1,997,155 goes to Demetria Batchelor with DR Horton. The winner for individual Orange County detached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 1 home in Collins Ridge single family for $433,330 goes to Samantha Young with DR Horton. The winner for individual Wake County attached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 3 homes in South and Main for $1,049,255 goes to Kim Simonson with Meritage Homes. The winner for Wake County detached, highest number of homes sold, selling 4 homes in Wendell Falls for $1,768,447 goes to Nancy Brown with Mattamy Homes. The winner for individual Wake County detached, highest sales volume, selling 3 homes in Fairview Park for $2,162,740 goes to Donna Bennett with Mattamy Homes. The individual multi-community detached, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 7 homes for $4,510,073 goes to Mary Jo Young with Drees Homes. The winner team category, 2 or more agents adjoining county, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 8 homes in Bedford and Flowers Plantation for $3,541,393 goes to Jamie Matala and Stephanie Vidal with Mattamy Homes. The winner for team category, 2 or more agents, Chatham County, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 6 homes in Legacy at Jordan Lake for $4,444,505 goes to Phyllis Pike and Jim Ciramelli. All right, team category, highest sales volume, or team category, sorry, 2 or more agents, Durham County, highest sales volume, selling 13 homes in Ellis Crossing Towns for $6,191,170 goes to Brent Overton and Scott Brunell with MI Homes. Team category, 2 or more agents for Durham County, highest number of homes sold, selling 14 homes in Findle Farms for $6,028,630 goes to Matt Lovelace and Patty James. In team category, 2 or more agents, Orange County, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 11 homes in Collins Ridge for $3,766,035 goes to Demetria Batchelor, Samantha Young, and Tyler Ball with DR Horton. Teen category 2 or more agents for Wake County, highest sales volume, selling 17 homes in Geneva for $8,976,775 goes to Gail Tate, Carrie McDonald, and Austin Antwine with Lennar. And the winner for teen category Wake County, highest number of homes sold, selling 18 homes in 5401 North for $8,149,657 goes to Mark Freeman, Kate Arthur, and Catherine Cooper with Lennar. And the winner for Mega Team, which is 11 or more agents, 2 or more communities, multi-community, highest sales volume and number of homes sold, selling 70 homes in Barrington, Camberley, and a whole bunch of other communities for $60,673,933 goes to the Jim Allen Group, New Homes. The total for January submitted for 2022 was $157,567,477, which was selling 265 homes. Congrats, everybody. Wow.
Randy, thank you so much. Those are some really big numbers. Great job, everyone. Let's congratulate all our sales agents one more time. Excellent work, everyone. The deadline to enter your February sales in is March 9th, and the email reminder with the new form will be sent out the first week of March. So now it's time for our featured sponsor. Hey, Jason, do you want to do the honors to introduce Rhonda?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to thank today's sponsor is one of our really good friends, Open Door, who we hear, and thank you so much for being our sponsor. Now, some say she was raised by wolves. Some say truckers. No matter what her upbringing, this superwoman has flourished in a male-dominated industry for 29 years. As vice president of CBH Homes, Idaho's largest home builder, Rhonda leads the CBH troops daily and oversees all areas of the business for the past 18 years. Her most recent accomplishment that tops Rhonda's list has got to be being named 2021 NAHB Woman of the Year by the National Association of Home Builders. Serving others is important to Rhonda. As a businesswoman, professional speaker, and author, Rhonda is on a mission to spread a movement within her 4 books. Her first book is Better Human, then Better Thinking, You Go First, and her latest book, Leading Through Extraordinary Times. It's been rumored that her high energy, though, comes from shotgunning Red Bulls daily. But she'll tell you it comes from her, I'm saying this out loud, hot husband, Jim Conger, just ask her, and her 2 sons. She thanks the heavens each day for this incredible journey and is so very grateful for the opportunity to serve and love all those she comes in contact with. And here's a really good news. Each of you can get a copy of her most recent book, Leading Through Extraordinary Times. I'd like to introduce to you Rhonda Conger.
Hi, everyone. You have to understand, I've been waiting for this moment. John, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I've been saying that I'm going to talk to Riley. I'm coming to you. I've been waiting for this moment. I can't believe it's here. The only thing I have to say, I wish I could be with you in May, because I'm telling you, I just really want to hug all of you, kiss your faces. I feel like you're my people, right? I've been watching your awards and your videos and everything that you're doing. And I'm like, these are my people. These are my people. So here's the deal. We have 45 minutes together and I'm going to flat put it down. I'm just going to go. So I need you with me and I need you really high energy, right? We got some work to do today, but I start every single meeting with 2 things. 2 things. And we're going to start with the first one, which is absolutely one of my absolute favorite things. My personal cheerleader of 22 years, Tara Christensen, always leads us in what we call the energy dance. So I need you to get ready. Get over here.
All right, stand up, everybody. Stand up.
Yeah, feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. I don't know about you, Sack Noel. I don't know about you, Phenom. I don't know about you, White Shadow. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. take two. It's only one life you don't get two, so live life, don't let it live you. I got a pocket full of $100 bills.
Okay, I love this. Yes. You know, and some people are like, I can't believe you guys do that virtually. Like, because we do it in person, and let me show you. So this was at our last company event. There's roughly 300 of us, and like, we do it every single meeting. It's one of our absolute favorite things. And yes, our construction managers, our superintendents, our construction, they all do it as well. So I love, love, love to see that. I mean, some of you have moves. I'm just telling you, I saw it, I witnessed it, I loved it. So thank you for that, because you know, here's the rule. Move your body, move your mind. And that's one of those things, right? Like you started this morning, you're sitting there, you got everything going. And it's like, I wanted to just make sure that you were in the right space with us. Okay, so there's one. We got to get to two. The second one, if you've heard me speak before, you know what I'm getting ready to do. I heard Nick Saban speak live years ago, and he told a story about what he does in his locker room with his players before they go out in the field. And he learned it from the Blue Angels. And it goes like this. Every morning, the Blue Angels, before they go up in that bright blue sky, they come together as a team, much like all of you right now, right? Coming together. And what they do is they turn to the pilot to the left, they turn to the pilot to the right, and they say, so glad you're here. So would you do me a favor? Would you jump on chat? I'm watching your chat right now. Will you jump on chat and tell someone you're so glad that they're here, that they showed up this morning? If you are here at this meeting, you are a baller, in my opinion. You are my people because you are doing extra. You are doing more, right? You're hanging with like-minded people. I can't even get enough of you. So I love this. I love this. I love that someone's saying, so glad you're here, Jill. So glad you're here, Renya. So glad you're right. Like, I love this. So glad you're here, everyone. Yes, fellow ballers. Thank you. We're going to change your association name. We're going to get rid of the triangle. We're just going to call it the ballers. That's what we're going to do. Tracy, so glad you're here. Carly, like, love, 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 love. So here's the deal with this statement. I hope you have a pen and paper handy, because we're going to go over a lot, or if you're doing it on screen, whatever you're doing. But here's the deal. This is one of these statements that I want you to pick up and take with you. Right? I want you to use it when you go back to your teams, when you're dealing with your buyers, your trades, lenders, title, whoever you're dealing with, your teams. And I want to make sure the whole point of so glad you're here is to literally realize that we couldn't do it without each other, right? We couldn't do any of this without each other, right? And how about your spouses and your kids? Will you do me a favor when you go home tonight, or your friends, whatever, when you go home tonight, will you do me a favor and make sure the first thing you say is not what's for dinner? Let's just let that statement like roll back a couple, right? Let's just say, so glad you're here. Let's start there. And what does that feel like, right? Like, what does that feel like? Same thing with your kids when they come home, right? Or when you see them, will you do me a favor? And when you say, so glad you're here, I'm telling you, it's a game change statement, game changer for you, because you're honoring the people in your life. You're giving gratitude to them. And I'm telling you, your whole life changes. So glad you're here. And just real quick, I have to say, congratulations, winners. Like, that's maybe what I'll just call you, a bunch of winners. That is like just clapping, just like, wow, told you we could hang out. Told you. I knew it. So I have 3 things for you today. 3. This is it. This is what we're doing. I'm here to fill your tank. That's it. I'm here to fill your tank. I'm here to love you up. It's killing me that we're not in person, because I totally want to make out with every one of you. You look delicious. Like, I just want to, staring at all of you on screen, right? And then I'm going to share my favorite hacks. These are hacks. People, this is not rocket scientists. I'm telling you right now, these are the smallest of things, just like the so glad you're here trick. These are the smallest of things that you do, that you can do to make a difference. Smallest of things, right? You're gonna be like, holy, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. It is. And then let me tell you, I have videos in here. I have slides in here. I have books. I have handouts, all sorts of things. And I want you to have them. So if you will jot this down, triangle.rondaconger.com, that is your own personal page to this presentation, okay? Because you've got to remember, you all realize I have a full-time job. right? Vice president, largest builder in Idaho. So what this is me right here, right now doing is paying it forward. Everything that I've watched, I've listened to, I've done, I've attended, and me picking it all up and then paying it forward and giving it all to you. And I want you to do the same thing. That's why I do a download page. I want you to go home tonight at dinner. I want you to talk about it. I want you to share. I want you to watch the videos. I want you to go have coffee this weekend with family and friends. I want you to take it to the rest of your team, right? That's what this is about, is us sharing together. So downloads for you because I love you. Let's go. So one of my favorite topics, leading through extraordinary times, over the last 2 years, I definitely completely understood that we all needed a little bit of jam, a little bit of something in the tank to honor what we were going through and then how to get through what we've all been going through. And we're far from done, let's be honest, far from done. So this is what I put together for you. And we kind of came up with this motto. It's from John Gordon, who I love. If you don't follow John Gordon or read his books, make a note, please do. Right? Thank you. Right? Like right there with you. Here's the deal. This is what he said. And I love this. This should just be like, if we all left right now, I would say, let's go get tattoos. Like, this is it. This is it. Right? Jill's with me. Let's go. Right? Like, look at this. If I had to say, what's going to be my motto in life? I want to survive. Right? I want to survive. I want to adapt to whatever comes my way, because God knows what it's going to be today or any other day, right? So I want to adapt. And then once I've adapted to the current climate, I want to advance, right? Like, I got to just keep moving forward no matter what. And then of course, the last one is, man, I want to thrive. I want you all to live your best life. I want to live my best life, right? So in comes the whole thrive part. And I think sometimes we just get thrown off course, right? We lose our path, we lose our way. We don't understand what why is our attitude, going the wrong way, all those things. And so we're going to kind of unpack that a little bit and talk about it, because that's what I'm going for all of you. Okay. And it reminds me of a Mr. Rogers story. So if anyone is under the age of 25, you're going to be like, who in the hell is this chick talking about? Right? So raise your hand if you know who Mr. Rogers is, the cardigan, the zip up, the sneakers, the shoes. Thank you. Is there anyone who doesn't know? Raise your hand if you don't know who Mr. Rogers is. Logan, do you know who Mr. Rogers is? I'm questioning you. You look very young. Yep, I knew it. I called it. What are you, like 12? Like, I knew it. I knew it. God. Stephen, I saw you laughing. I'm questioning your age as well, my friend. Let me see who else. Okay, I knew it. So just stay with me. I'll send you his stuff. You'll be okay. So here's the deal. He tells this story and I absolutely love it. So he's a little boy and he's walking down the street with his mother, and they come across a really bad accident and just chaos, and people are running and screaming, and it's crazy and it's unfortunate. And he's scared and he's anxious. And I love what he does. He turns to his mother and he says, I'm scared, I'm anxious, I'm upset, I don't like any of this, what do we do? And I love her answer. And she says this: look for the doers, look for the helpers, look for the positive ones. That's all you, right? That's got to be all of you, because that's the look that we're going for. So I had to prove it out a little bit. And so I creeped on your Facebook page, I hope you don't mind. Right? And I saw all these amazing photos of all of you, right? And everything that you're doing. And I firmly believe that that's got to be you, right? Like, who knew that during this pandemic and everything that we've been through, that housing would take on such a huge role, right? When this started, I don't know about you, I had no clue, right? No clue that housing would become one of the major factors for all of us, right? So you think about that, then what that says to me is that you're the doers, you're the helpers, you're the positive ones, right? And then that also made me realize that you're the most important part of this equation. You are the most important part of this equation, right? So I kind of came away with these 10 things that during all of this, what are the 10 things, and this is for me personally, by the way, and I'm going to share them with all of you, 10 things that I could focus on to keep me going in the right direction, to keep me surviving, advancing, adapting, right? Like, what are these things that I could do? And so I'm going to just share them with you. Really, we're going to fly through them. Super simple. So the first one I will tell you this right here, right now. I think the number one thing that has kept me with the right mindset, the right attitude, and thriving is guarding what I'm watching and what I'm listening to. Right? Because we got a whole lot of news going on. We got a whole lot of doom scrolling. We got a whole lot of negatives coming at us. And I want you to keep yourself clean, right? So I saw this TikTok the other day and I have to share it with you. So are you ready? You doing it? You got to see it. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Hey, did you read the news today? No. Why? Yeah, I couldn't believe. Wait, you didn't? No, I didn't. Why didn't you read the news? Because I wanted to be happy, you know? Well, how are you going to know what's going on if you don't read the news? I won't. That's why I'm so happy today. What about tomorrow? Are you going to read the news tomorrow? I mean, today has gone great, so I think not.
So do you see that? Like I when I saw that, I couldn't, it resonated with me at such a high level, right? Like sometimes I think we have to be really, I don't think we even realize what's playing in the background or what we're listening to, or maybe it's a habit we've had for so long and we don't even realize what's being pumped into us. And so one thing I want to ask you, are you guarding what you're watching and you're listening to? Okay. Are you guarding? So so you have to know I'm the most honest person you'll meet. I have no filter. I'm trying to keep it really clean for you. I don't know if you remember, they said I was a trucker, and man, am I. I've been in construction like 25 years. So whoever the human is that's doing their emails, could they put their mute on for me? Does anyone else hear it? Like someone is making it rain today. Like I love that. And I'm your girl, but just not during my presentation. Okay, so who is it? Hold on, we're gonna find you. Carrie, my love, I think it's you. I love you, I support you, keep typing, but just do it silently. Everyone with me? So Jill's giving me the thumbs up. Hey, I am that girl too. I tell you what, I get it. I get it. We're here to make it rain. So number 2, I would tell you, fill your tank all day long. You have so much coming at you. You have to counterbalance it. How are you counterbalancing? Right? What are you subscribing to? I just talked about John Gordon. What are you subscribing to? What are you listening to? What are you reading? Who are you talking to? You better play offense, right? You better go get it. How many of you have an Apple Watch on? Hold your wrist up because I have mine on right now. Does anyone have an Apple Watch on? Let me see. Anyone? So do you understand? And could you all just do this with me? How many of you woke up this morning? Will you raise your hand? How many of you woke up this morning? Test. Woo! That was a close one. Didn't think we were going to make it, right? But here's the deal. We are holding on to the steering wheel of life so tight that we're forgetting to breathe, right? It's one of the most powerful things you'll ever do. So will you just do me a favor and let's just take like a moment of silence, and will you just breathe for me? Like, there we are, right? Like we're going to be okay. We got this. But I'm telling you what, your watch tells you to breathe for a reason. So do it. I love it, love it, love it. What are you focusing on? So there is this, write this down. Do this later with your team, your family, your friends. I don't care. Do this drill. Get together with them and ask them 2 questions. You're going to say this. We're going to play a game. And for like 20 seconds, you need to tell me everything negative in and around you right now. Okay. When that 20 seconds is done, I need you to tell me give me 20 seconds of amazing things in and around you right now. And then when you're done, you know what you say? Which one feels better? Which one feels better? You're going to be like, wow, why do I complain? Why do I hunt for the negative? Why do I focus on that when that makes me feel like absolute, right? Like, no. And then when I talk about things that I love and that are amazing, God, that feels good. So that's what I ask you. What are you focusing on? Right? Check it's so funny. Cece, hold on. Can you lean over? Give me some Cece 11. Okay. So there she is. Okay. Everyone say hi to Cece. This is my DJ, my video, my director. And I have to tell you, she got me my favorite bumper sticker for Christmas. And I'm telling you what, it's my absolute favorite. And are you ready? It's this: check yourself before you wreck yourself. Right? And that's what that exercise does. What are you focusing on? Number 5, do what you can. I don't want to hear about all the things we can't do right now. I could care less. I could care less. All I want to know is what can I do? And I'm heading in that direction. I think you guys will get this next column really, really well, because I think you're doing a phenomenal job of it. Lifting others, you guys coming together as a group. I can just tell by your agenda, by your items, by your celebration, by your Facebook page that you get this, right? You're lifting others, you're helping others. Be the light, right? Like, does it feel like sunshine when people hang out with you? That's what's always like my kind of like my radar is like, what does it feel to hang out with me? How about when I hang out with you? If I like spent the day with you, would it feel like that? Show the way, right? You go first. Everyone's looking at you to decide if they're going to be happy, angry, or sad or mad today, right? We all kind of boomerang after each other. Why do you think when you watch a sad movie and everyone's crying and you're crying, right? Or like if someone's mad and yelling, all of a sudden your voice is elevated and you're mad? It's because we boomerang. So why don't you stay in the lane of what feels like sunshine, right? Focus on the positive. So, sorry, there we go. We have a thing at CBH Homes, and I love this. And we actually learned it from Tom. What was his last name? Tom. He's an NFL quarterback. Flick. Yes, I have the best Google on either side of me right now, by the way. Tom Flick, NFL quarterback. Amazing. He came and spoke with us. And he left us with this, and I want to leave it with all of you. So he said this. He said, you need to quickly put leader behind everyone's title in the company. Quickly. And I'll show you, this is actually from our website. So I don't care what position you hold, it will state what your title is, and then right behind it, it will say leader, okay? And here is the deal. So basically what it is it says this. You are a leader. Do you know that? I don't care what title they give you. I don't care what you are or what you do, but you as a human are a leader, straight up. Because here's why. You have to lead yourself first. Every single day you make a decision on how you're going to lead you, right? When you're going to get up, what you're going to wear, what you're going to do, how you're going to act, how you're going to hold yourself, what you're going to do. You're a leader. You are a leader. You lead yourself first. And then I loved what he said. So you lead yourself first. And then right behind that, I'm going to say you lead the position you've been given. Right? You're a leader in the position you've been given. They awarded it to you. They chose you. They said, you're the best candidate, right? You're it. I need you to lead this position. And then I go one step further and say, I need you to lead your team, right? I need you to lead your team. Within your team, you're the best that there is. It's your job to help lead the team, lead the company, lead your buyers, lead the community, all of those things. So here at CBH, we look at this very, very differently. And we say, we want you to be a leader. And I think that, because here's the question that I have for you. And I wish that some of you would put this on a sticky and put it on your computer when you lose your way. How do you, as a leader, as a human, how do you make the greatest positive impact every day? Is there any other impact that you want to make? I mean, are you like going around going, I want to mess some people up today, right? Like, I want to ruin some days today. I want to just, right? No, right? No, you got to look at this and you have to say, how do I make, as a leader, as a human, contributing? I always say, I want to make a dent in this universe. I just want to make a dent in this universe, and I want to make it a good one. I want to make sure that I have the most greatest positive impact every day. What does that look like? Okay, so in my opinion, you need help with that. You need help with that. I think we lose our way with our day-to-day habits or routines or mindsets, or we've let the problem of the moment kind of like take us over, and we've kind of lost our way. So we did the funnest thing in our bathrooms. I know we're going to go there, so just hang on. We did the funnest thing in our bathrooms when all of this hit, and I'm going to show it to you. And this is a download for you. So we put this signs up at every sink, in the men's and the women's, wherever it is. And we said this, when you're washing your hands, and think about that, what do you wash your hands up to 10 times a day? What, I don't know your habits. Let's not go there, too much information. But if you think about this, if you were to actually stand at the sink and wash your hands that many times a day, and as you did it and you said, I am happy, I am well, I am safe, I am loved. It's like you're taking this mini break from everything in your life that's coming at you, and you're calming yourself. right? That's what I'm saying. When I talk about, you're going to say, how am I going to make the greatest positive impact when I have all these issues and all these things coming at me? I'll say, well, you can do it. You just have to make sure that you're constantly coaching yourself through it. So this is one of them. I'll tell you a funny story. I had one of my construction managers, because, you know, we put it in there as well. And he stopped at my office the other day, knocked. He's like, can I just tell you something? I was like, sure. What do you got? And he was like, so let's just be honest. I didn't used to wash my hands. Now I do. Thanks. I was like, whoa, hey. I love that you're doing that now, but whoa, I have to tell you though, I would tell you it is one of the simplest of hacks that has made the biggest of difference. It's a download for you. I hope to see it in all of your bathrooms when I come visit you. That's what I'm telling you. Who knew that I was going to talk about bathrooms today, right? Like who knew? I talked about well, there's no safe topic here. Let's be honest. The other thing I did. So one of my books is Better Thinking. And let me tell you how it came about. And this is how it came about. So 15, 14 years ago, I don't even know, to be honest, it's been so long. I read this amazing book by Brian Dodge called The Good Life Rules. And he said, in order to keep your mind and your heart and your soul and your energy straight, you need to start every day with kind of like a statement that drives you, pushes you, and motivates you. Pick one for yourself and then share it with your family and your team. So I started that 15 years ago, let's say, for myself. I added my team here at CBH Homes, my family, obviously, and went for it. And then what I realized over all these years is that what started to happen is someone would say, hey, my husband needs this. Can you add my husband to your list? My daughter needs this. Can you add my daughter, my aunt, my mother? So something that started as an internal thing ended up being thousands upon thousands upon thousands over all these years, right? And what it tells me, just like me, we all need this. We all need something. So I hope whatever is your passion, your poison, whatever it is, I hope you have something that you start your day with that helps you like start the day with the good stuff, right? So I have to show to you. So this is one of my absolute favorites. So we took the 50 of our favorite quotes over the years and we brought them to art in this book. This is absolutely one of my favorite ones. And it says, don't let anything stop you. There will be times when you'll be disappointed, but you can't stop. Make yourself the very best you can. Make of what you are the very best, because that's who you are. So here's the deal. Because I think you're all delicious and I love you, if you text that phone number that I just put on the screen, I'm going to send you this book because I feel like you're my people. I feel like you're winners. I know you're going to have Leading Through Extraordinary Times. That's great. I love it. I'm so glad that you have this one. This one is just this book that like, when you're sitting at your desk, when you're like, right, you just need something like you could just turn to a page and there would be Notorious B.I.G. quote for you, right? Right? You think big, you get big. I mean, come on. So I love you. And I just had to share that with you. So let's talk about leadership again one more time. Do you understand that leadership, AKA being a human, because remember, you're all leaders and you're all human, is, and I talked a little bit about a boomerang, is a transfer of emotion. That's all this is between you and I every single day, right? When we hang out. So this is what I want to know. I want you to check this guy out. This guy gets it. Wait till you see him. Oh, chef's kiss.
Was coming home. Looks sort of like Doc Brown. I mean, he is going crazy. Oh my goodness. He's like putting on a show like.
Okay, so so if I hung out with you today, like if I came to your office today, is that what it would look like? Would you be like, let's go, build more houses, sell more houses, let's call a lead, let's do a loan, let's go. Like, what does that look like? Is that guy? Is that what that looks like? Leadership is a transfer of emotion. Humans are just transferring emotions. Make sure it's the right one. Make sure, right? Because here's the deal, straight up. Easiest thing I could ever tell you, your greatest predictor of success is your level of optimism. And let's do the test. Will you write this down? Will you do this test for me? This is the easiest test for your life. Your level of optimism towards your marriage. your level of optimism towards your children, your level of optimism towards your career, your level of optimism towards your team, your level of optimism towards your company. Whatever that level is going to determine the level of your success, right? I use myself as an example. Poor John, you know, like we had to introduce me with my hot husband. We're 30 years in. I mean, I'm incredibly excited about that guy. I mean, he is hot. Oh, right? But my level of optimism is through the roof. And so is my marriage, right? My son said to me the other day, "You're ruining the whole average thing, Mom. Like, knock it off. People are getting divorced left and right, and you're really just messing up their average." I'm like, what? Right? Like, what? But think about this. Will you do your level of optimism test on every area of your life? And then will you do me a favor? If the level isn't high, if your results aren't amazing, change it. Go the opposite direction and fix it. Remember, you're leading the way. You're showing it. It's up to you. But I think, you know, I love this quote. The people who are the most self-aware are most successful. I love that quote. The people who are most self-aware are the most successful because they're owning all of their decisions. They're owning their life, their path, and they're constantly adapting and changing, right? And moving and fixing and not just letting it sit on autopilot and go backwards, right? Or wishing or hoping. Wishing and hope is not a strategy. Don't care what anyone says. I'm going to get to work, right? Your level of optimism. So it's so funny. I asked, this was our #1 sales agent for 2021. And I have to tell you, this woman has seen so many levels in the company. She's been with us through good times, through hard times. She's had no sales. She's had medium sales. She's been all over the board and she just never stops. I just love her. She's a hell of a singer too, by the way. And she won last year by a landslide. I mean, she just crushed, annihilated everyone. And yes, you're saying, well, it was a good market. It doesn't matter. She did things that no one could do. And I loved when I asked her like her knee-jerk reaction, and I asked her and I said, how did you do it? How did you do it? Everyone wants to know your secret sauce, right? Like, you're amazing. Like, give it to us. We all want to know. And her knee-jerk and literally without even thinking about it, like in a half whisper, half voice, she says this: I love it. I love it. That's the look we're going for. Do you understand that? Because remember, your level of optimism determines your success. I want you to love your whole life. I want you to love yourself first. And then I want you to march down that line and I want you to love it all, right? That's up to you. And I think sometimes we forget, we think it's outside things or things are hard or you don't understand. Oh, please. Oh, please. I'm living this right here with you. I completely understand, but I want you to go get it. I want you to have that feeling of, I love it, right? That's the look that we're going through. So it's interesting though, because I do think some people are like, man, this whole thing, these last couple of years have been so hard. That's why I said leading through extraordinary times. And I read this amazing book that I have to tell you, this quote like jumped off the page at me. And I think you're all going to get it as well. And I honestly think that you should buy this book through Audible because it's an amazing listen. Like, and here's the quote: you have two choices, adapt and prosper or fight and perish. That's how I feel about everything that we're going through right now. You can continue to fight. You ain't going to win. You're not going to win. You need to figure out how to adapt and move quickly so that we can get to the prosper part. And by the way, this is Robert Iger. It's called The Ride of a Lifetime. It's the CEO of all Disney. And I'm telling you, his stories as a leader, his stories about everything he's gone through in his journey over the last 30 years, chef's kiss, right? Like, so listen to it when you can. This quote spoke to me. It also spoke to me in regards to home building. We're all here. Let's break it down really quick because here I want to make sure we're all on the same page. This is where I hope you're all going. Maybe some of you are here. Maybe some of you are on your way. But this is how, in my opinion, home building has been adapting and adjusting in order to meet with the current climate and where we are. And this is what it looks like. So this is an example, in my opinion, I will never enter a grocery store again because I will just do it all through Instacart, right? Like if this is one of the greatest things, but think of that, right? We used to spend hours mindlessly going through those silly little aisles and right, buying things you don't need. And now you have Instacart. How about cars? Let's look at cars really quick, right? The car dealership, has anyone, I don't even know if Raleigh has a Carvana. Does Raleigh have a Carvana? Anyone? Right? Like who knew that Carvana was going to come in and take such market share and do it all over the nation and just do these showy little, right? Like crazy to me, but I love, love, love to see how they've adapted, and boy, were they ready. How about when we look at us as a home building? So you think about this and you think, okay, so it used to just be the model homes and barely a web page with barely a phone number and open hours. And now we've become this transparent, right? Like mini model home, look at everything on our websites. I love that. How about this one? I don't know if you all, who here is, with a builder and has an online sales team? Raise your hand if you have an online sales team, right? Who would have ever thought that you'd have an online sales team? This is amazing to me that we've made that adjustment. And then how about this one? I love this one. I don't know, how many of you do locks on your homes? If you have any standing inventory, I might be talking. Anyone do locks on their homes for their buyers to enter whenever they would like? Anybody? I'm looking for a hand. There we go. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You think about that. That has probably been, we did that before COVID hit. We had these locks in place and it's been a game changer, right? It's been, they can come and go and they can see it in their, whenever they want, they can schedule it at night, all those good things. So I hope that you're going, this is all about adapting and adjusting to the current market. The other one that I would say, I don't know if everyone's launched this, we launched this probably 2 years ago, is buying a house online in your jammies. We got one last night at midnight, woke up this morning and it was sitting there and I was like, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Loving people buying houses in their jammies, right? So I hope that all of this, is there anybody doing it? Is anyone doing online, buy a house online in Raleigh? I think, yep. Yes, Helena, yes, I love this. I think that it's important. Here's what you want. I know it. Here's what I want. I know it. Humans want to be met where they are. Humans want to be met where they are. And right now, I would love to buy a home online in my jammies because I don't have time to do it during the day, right? I want to be able to look at it on my time. I don't have to worry about open hours. I want to go tour that home whenever I like with whoever I like. So I hope through all of this, and I think that you're all an amazing council, obviously, and you're doing amazing things. I hope these are just all examples of adapting and adjusting quickly and meeting people where they are. Meeting people where they are. I love, this is what Google says. Are you ready for this? Google says that they will only hire humans that are learning animals. Are you a learning animal? Are you like reading and watching and studying, other people in the industry, other industries? How are you adjusting? How are you adjusting as you as a human? I hope to goodness that you, and I have to say, this is just my gut and I'm going with it. If you were here today, this morning, because you didn't have to. You didn't have to, right? There's a bunch of people who didn't show. There's a bunch of people who didn't sign up, but you all are here, right? Like my people. So I just know in my heart that you're all learning animals. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So can I just clap? Can you just everyone clap for me? I just want to give it up for all of you, for all of the learning animals, right? Like seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. Stay in the lane of learning animal. So I have some humans that are like, listen, Pollyanna, take a break. Quit being so positive. Are you in the real world? Do you understand what's going on? You don't, because you don't read the news. That's right. I won't. Don't care. Here is the deal. Okay. Here is the deal. This is the quote that by Charles Dickens that I think sums up what all of us, myself included, I don't live in a bubble. I live in Idaho. This is the quote that I think sums all of us up. It's been the best of times. It's been the worst of times. How confusing for us as an industry. right? Like we had no idea what was going to happen. We had no idea, right? Like this thing hits, and then we all like shut down and everything goes crazy. And then all of a sudden housing just takes off. It becomes the most important thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. So it was the worst of times, and now we think it's the best of times, but we feel bad that it's the best of times because everyone else is having such a hard time. Like, think about this, right? And then all of a sudden, wait a minute. It's been the best of times, but we're selling so many houses and now we have supply issues and now we can't get a house on the market, right? Like, think about this. And then, oh my God, it's the worst of times. It's just life, people. That's just life, right? That is just life. And so I had to say, to prove to you that I'm not a complete Pollyanna, I'm not, well, I mean, let's just be honest. I'm really positive. I had to bring in my friend, Prince. You know, that guy that likes purple? Everyone know? Okay, raise your hand. I want to know if there's anyone who doesn't know Prince. For the love of God, if you don't know Prince, I'm pretty sure you don't have internet. I don't even know. Like, right? So I had to bring Prince in. I had to bring this guy in. This is the look that we're going for. Take a watch.
The morning of the game, I opened the curtains in my hotel room and I was like, oh my God, it was like a scene from Moby Dick. It was like the winds were blowing the palm trees and the rain was one of those Miami rainstorms that just would not relent. We're in this truck sitting behind Don Misher. And I remember Don said, put me on the phone with Prince. Don says, now I want you to know it's raining. And Prince is like, yes, it's raining. And are you okay? And Prince is like, can you make it rain harder? And I was like, right on.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Oh no, let's go. Don't lie. Wherever you're in, take a look around. At least you got friends. So come on, lady. Oh, friendly word. Picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. Was all I heard. How we gonna let the elevator break us down? Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get done. Slip from the burn middle to we have to hit each other. Let's go. Come on, baby. Are y'all ready to get nuts tonight? Let me hear you scream.
We were told in 40 years it's never rained in a Super Bowl, don't worry about it. So that went well. We were up in a booth at the top of the stadium and the rain is pouring into the booth. It was so windy and rainy we couldn't even see.
I was just panicked. Prince was using 4 separate live electric guitars. The stage was made out of a very slick tile, which when it got wet was even more slippery. He had 2 beautiful dancers with him, the twins, okay? They were wearing, I think, 8-inch heels. And I was just saying, oh my God, what's going to happen now?
Okay, so, right, like, I have to tell you, this is our new theme song. Our new, like, can you make it rain harder? Right, so because I love this clip so much because you think about it, they thought you have to watch the whole ESPN clip because, and it's in my downloads for you, because they walk through it all and say pretty much probably any other performer would have canceled, right? Like would have canceled, impossible, too hard, too many obstacles, too many dangers, too many things, too hard, blah, 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 blah. And Prince's knee jerk to it all is, can you make it rain harder? That's how I view what we're going through right now. So I view everything that's being thrown at me. You know, we just went through a tub shortage. I just had a paint issue, right? Like blah, 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 right? I'm like, great, what's next? Bring it, right? Like, who cares? I'm going to continue to march forward. I'm going to adapt. I'm going to move. I'm going to change. I changed my tub manufacturer, right? Like I just have to keep moving and changing and going with it. Right? So this is what I want you. I hope that you wrote this statement down. Can you make it rain harder? Because that's what life's about, right? Life is always going to throw things at us, always. I just want us to be able to handle it. I want us to be able to thrive, right? So I leave you with one last story, and then I got to get the heck out of here. I got work to do. You got work to do. I end every presentation with this same story because I love it so much, and it's what guides me. And I ask myself this every single day. And here is the story. If you're Oklahoma fans, I apologize up front. So this is the Fiesta Bowl. This is my son when he was 5 years old. And Boise State, obviously my team, was playing against Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. I don't know if anyone remembers this Fiesta Bowl. It was so long ago, but it was an amazing, amazing game. It'll go down quite possibly in history as one of the best college football bowl games. And here's why. So we're in the game. I'm with my family, my son's friends, and we're losing. Boise State is losing. And as you know, typically, losers will sit and watch the game, whereas the winners are all standing, yelling, chanting, jeering at you because they're winning, right? So there we sit. We've got like 1 minute left in the game, and it's over. Boise State fans are leaving the stadium in droves. We consider the game over, right? Oklahoma has it. God bless. So we're sitting there, we're waiting. My husband's like, not a chance, we're leaving. Have a seat. We're watching this thing to the end. We got it. So the whole family's sitting there. And then unbeknownst to all of us, Boise State pulls out the trick play of all trick plays, does a Statue of Liberty, gets into the end zone and scores, right? Like crazy. Like no one even thought it was possible. And so what happens, and you have to visualize this, what happens is my whole row flies out of their seats. We are jumping and yelling and screaming, we're winning, right? Like we've lost our mind. And this is what happens. All of a sudden I feel on my knees, I'm wearing jeans. I feel something is tugging on my jeans, on my knees. And it's my 5-year-old son. I look down at him, and this is him. He's pulling me back and forth, right? Pulling me back and forth. And this is what he says, Mom, are we winning? Are we losing? He has no clue. He can't see the stadium. He can't see anything. So I pick him up, I grab him, I pick him up over my head, and I'm like, we're winning. We are winning. And this is what it reminded me. And I ask myself this every single day at the end of my day. Am I winning or am I losing? How am I doing? How's my attitude? How's my actions? How's my mindset? What am I watching? Do I feel like sunshine? How does it feel to hang out with me? I just think that if we all paid a little more attention, right? A little more self-aware, our life would change and everyone around us as well. Here's what I know. I love you. We're now friends. I'm going to see you. I'm going to hug you inappropriately. I'm probably going to kiss your face when I see you. I'm coming to Raleigh. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. I may surprise you in May. You never know. Keep your head on a swivel. Right? Like this could happen. Congrats on being winners. Congrats on being learning animals. Thank you for being here today. All I have for you is love. And as Aaron Donald of the LA Rams says, be great, be great, be great. Thanks, everybody. Have the best time. Mwah.
Wow.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda. Wow. I will tell you this. You've made me happy. You've made me well. You made me feel safe. You made me feel loved. You're incredible. Thank you for your time to share with us at the TSMC. I also want to take a minute to remember everybody. We have copies of her latest book, Leading Through the Extraordinary Times. It's going to be at the HBA. Make sure you grab a copy. And thank you to our sponsors here again for 2022. You learn, I really believe that we've become learning animals today. Don't forget to save the date for our March virtual breakfast on March 16th. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.